Educational leadership. What is educational leadership? Educational leadership is a term applied to school administrations that strive to create positive change in educational policy and processes. Educational leaders are trained to advance and improve educational system or institutions. Educational leaders usually are employed as school principals or administrators, but take on additional roles such as department chair or academic dean. Philosophy of leadership in education. Why is a philosophy of leadership important? Philosophy is the rational investigation of the truths and principles of being, knowledge, or conduct. Philosophy is the attainment of an integrated, comprehensive view of life of vital importance. Furthermore, values, ethics, and virtues are actually secondary to the absolute necessity to couch these attributes within a personal philosophy. Vision. The first element to consider in developing a philosophy of leadership. One of the best general descriptions of vision is that vision must be idealistic and a mental model of a future state of the organization. Values. Values serve as our moral compass to guide every soldier, from private to general, through the maze of intellectual, philosophical, and emotional issues that encompass our life. Leader development. You should include 3 essential leader development components in your leadership philosophy: formal schooling, leader training within your organization, and empowerment. Managing change. Anyone who has ever tried to initiate organizational change has probably heard, "We tried that and it didn't work," or "We have always done it this way." Change is not always easy for an organization's members. However, change is inevitable. Diversity. One area of leadership philosophy often overlooked is the strength of leveraging diversity in our organizations. Men and women of various ethnic, racial, religious backgrounds and experiences reflect the treasured differences that make us a unique and powerful organization. Maintain a sense of humor. Although having a sense of humor is not a theme in everyone's philosophy of leadership, I believe it is important and extremely healthy for a positive command climate. You have to know how to laugh, especially at yourself. Humor can very often diffuse a potentially tense situation. The principles of leadership. Know yourself and seek self-improvement. Be technically proficient. Seek responsibility and take responsibility for your actions. Make sound and timely decisions. Set the example. Know your people and look out for their well-being. Keep your people informed. Develop a sense of accountability, ownership, and responsibility in your people. Ensure that tasks are understood, supervised, and accomplished. Train your people as a team. Functions of leadership. Educational leaders work to improve educational programming. They hire and manage teachers and staff, prepare budgets, set curriculum standards, and set school-wide policy. They might work on team-building efforts or restructure the organization to effect necessary change. The leader as executive, top coordinator of the group activities and overseer of the execution of policies. The leader as planner, deciding the ways and manners by which the group achieve its ends. These may involve both short-term and long-term planning. The leader as policymaker, The establishment of group goals and policies. The leader as expert, a source of readily available information and skills, although there will be some reliance on technical expertise and advice from other members of the group. The leader as external group representative, the official spokesperson for the group, the representative of the group and the channel for both outgoing and incoming communication. The leader as controller of internal relations, determines specific aspects of the group structure. The leader as purveyor of rewards and punishment, control over group members by the power to provide rewards and apply punishments. The leader as arbitrator and meditator, controls interpersonal conflict within the group. The leader as exemplar, a model of behavior for members of the group, setting an example of what is expected. The leader as symbol of the group, enhancing group unity by providing some kind of cognitive focus and establishing the group as a distinct entity. The leader as substitute for individual responsibility, relieves the individual member of the group from the necessity of and responsibility for personal decision. The leader as ideologist, serving as the source of beliefs, values, and standards of behavior for individual members of the group. The leader as father figure, serving as the focus for the positive emotional feelings of individual members and the object for identification and transference. The leader as a scapegoat, serving as a target for aggression and hostility of the group, accepting blame in the case of failure. Here are the types of leadership styles in education. Education is an important aspect of human life. How we receive and translate it into our daily way of life is quite largely dependent upon the way it gets passed on. Educational leadership has been studied over years to address long-standing concern of students, educators, and society as a whole. Leadership styles were introduced to address the needs of students from diverse backgrounds. Three different types of styles commonly practiced are hierarchical, transformational, and facilitative. The hierarchical style, based on the traditional method of education, emphasis in a top-down approach with formal authority and little scope for participatory analysis. Administrative head, the principal, carries out all duties of a planner, supervisor, analyst, resource allocator. A very straightforward, with major emphasis on efficiency, control, and routines. The transformational style, based on working together to put in place a mechanism that will bring immediate benefits and future ones. This leadership style opens the door wide for intellectual excitement, motivation through values, and a shared vision by participation in leadership activities. Although most decisions are taken individually or by a small group of people, transformational leadership fosters a sense of purpose and meaning to unite people for a better cause. The facilitative style. Similar strategies used in transformational styles but more democratic as well as interactive in practice. Works with the entire management, offering partnership in preparing for the future, promoting collective ideas by being a part of the crowd rather than being at the center. Empowering the entire education system is the primary goal. This is the widely used instructional leadership model according to Hollinger 2003. The instructional leadership has a defining school mission, framing school goals, and communicating school goals. It also has a managing instructional program, supervising and evaluating instruction, coordinating curriculum, and monitoring student progress. And lastly, it also has a promoting school climate, protecting instructional time, maintaining high visibility, promoting professional development, providing incentives for learning, and providing incentives for teaching.